Hi, this is Steve Finn from Dr. Finn's Games, and I'm here to show you how to play Crunch the Numbers, which is one of the games in my Dr. Finn's book of solo strategy and word games. In this game, you'll be filling up these three grids with numbers based upon the dice roll, and each of the columns and rows has certain kinds of requirements that you're trying to meet in order to score the points that are shown at the end of the column or the row. So, for example, this column here has a not equal sign. So what I'll be trying to do is get 4 different numbers in there. This has an equal sign. I will try to get 4 of the same number. If I were to get 4 of the same number, I would score 5 points. If I could get 4 different numbers here, I would score 1 point, but I would also earn this power, which is a reroll power. So the different kinds of requirements that you're looking for are all the numbers are the same, all numbers are different, the column total is either greater than or less than a certain number. For example, this column is greater than or equal to 12. So I want all the numbers here to add up more than 12. E means that all the numbers should be even. O means all the numbers should be odd. When you complete a row or a column, if you've done it correctly and you meet the requirement and you earn a power, there's 3 different powers. One is flip, where you could flip the die from one side to its opposite side. Adjust plus or minus 1, so you could turn a die, for example, a 3 to a 2 or a 3 to a 4. You cannot turn a 1 to a 6 or vice versa. And you can also re-roll 1 to 3 dice. So the way the game works is there's 16 rounds because there's 16 empty squares in each one of the grids. And on your turn, you'll roll 3 dice. And as of now, I do not have any powers to use, but if I had earned a power, I could use it to manipulate the dice. And then I would just simply take a die for each one of these grids, and I would put that number in there. So I have to think about where I would want to put these things. So for example, this 6, that's an even number, and I'm looking for greater than 12, so maybe I would put it in this box. This 4 is an even number. Maybe I want to put it in there. Sure, that's less than 12, so I put that 4 here. And then the 2, I don't want to put it in the row or column with the O because that means an odd number. And it is a low number, so this is less than 10. And this is also less than 10. So maybe this would be a good spot to put that in. So that's basically how the game works. I would then roll again and then enter in these numbers into each one of the grids. I decide, of course, which number goes into which grid. So here's an example where after 5 turns in the game, I've entered in 5 numbers. I've completed this column. The criterion is supposed to be that all the numbers are different. I do have all these different numbers. So what I would be able to do is I would circle this and the reroll symbol. And now it shows that at some point I can reroll a die. Actually, I can reroll 1 to 3 dice if I don't like the dice roll. Here's an example of scoring at the end of the game. So in this grid here, which is complete, I satisfied this column of 4 different, so I'd scored 1 point. This is greater than or equal to 12. Those add up to more than 12, so I circle that to get 2 points. This was different numbers, so I was able to do that. And here I have less than 10. Those add up to less than 10. So I was able to accomplish all of those column goals. Here I needed 4 of the same number, which I got, so I get 5 points. Here I needed all even numbers. However, I have a 3, so that's not even. So I did not score that row. And here I needed 4 equal numbers. I do not have 4 of the same number, so I did not score that. So for this grid, I score 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points for this grid. I would similarly score my other grids to get my final score. During the game, if I use these powers, I would just cross them out to show that I use them. So that is how you play Crunch the Numbers.